You see my face, right?
Okay, so we come to you.
Ready?
It don't sound right without being on the table.
See? That's what I'm saying. But I can't. We ready for y'all. We ready. We ready. We ready for y'all. Okay, let's go.
Okay, so, hi. All right. Well, no, you know what? Hi, Mom. Happy birthday.
Yes, hey mama, we gotta catch up. The new season of Greenleaf is coming back soon, so we got to catch up.
Look,
Wait,
look what?
Me and your mama bonded over
Not on the music podcast.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Happy birthday,
I'm fed
Mama.
up.
Happy birthday.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Episode 29. Lord, look, I'm just like, what is today? Today is Tuesday. Okay, episode 29.
Yes.
Next week is episode 30. I won't be here for episode 30 because she's just gonna do the whole thing.
Shut up! I'm not gonna do the whole thing.
All by herself. All by herself.
Man, listen.
She don't want to be all by herself. I am in a rare mood.
Yes.
So, let me give y'all some full disclosure. Let me put this thing in. All right.
Okay, boobies.
So, I was not on my stuff this weekend. I usually come up with a topic and, you know, me and Tam talk about it, whatever. And I have not been feeling well. I've been feeling like trash. I don't know if it's pollen, sinus. I don't know what it is, but I have been sick with a headache for the last 3 days. So, what are we talking about today? Whatever damn well we please. That's what we're talking about. We're naming today's show Hot Takes because we're just gonna come to y'all and discuss some things. We ain't got no papers. Well, this is for a whole nother podcast.
I don't have no post-it notes today.
We got nothing.
I'm done.
So we coming with some hot takes. Let's start with today's first hot take. Let's see. What would you like to discuss? I was gonna go with the Dave East.
Go with the Dave East thing. We can start there with the Dave East.
So Dave East, acclaimed rapper. That was all shade.
Look, wait.
Critically acclaimed rapper. Recorded himself and put it on the social medias that he thought that Old Town Road by Lil Nas X, which is in a whole nother genre than what he is in, was not a good song. That it was whack, that it was terrible, that it was trash. I might be improvising, but just work with me. And so Lil Nas X responded, he don't give up. Oh yeah, my mama might watch. He don't really care. So my hot take is this. Can you name a Dave East song? I can't. I can name a Lil Nas X song.
I honestly was never following Davies for the music. That just happened to be something he did. But you know, I like looking at him.
I mean, he's a superficial follow. He's an attractive boy.
And I mean, you know, like he has done them the plaits, the old dog plaits.
He's trying to
he didn't put
ugly
more
himself.
tattoos on his face. Just anything to make him unattractive in our eyes, and that's fine if that's your thing.
CeeLo. I mean, Method Man did it.
I mean, but Method Man didn't put no tattoos on his face.
No, he didn't do that, but he
Because Method
Afro
Method Man did was think that after the rap thing is over, what will I do with my face? I'll be in movies.
Hello.
I'm
gonna make some money.
I'm gonna make some money somehow,
Yes.
but Davies ain't thinking that far.
No, clearly. No.
Obviously.
Look at Birdman's face.
Well, he was never gonna make it anyway. He's just ugly.
He made it with Tony Braxton, though.
I mean, but that's just her taste. I question it at all times. But hey, Tony, we cool. Your man's ugly, but you know.
But the ring was not.
Yeah, but she lost it.
Did she really lose the ring?
mean, well,
that is a whole conspiracy.
That is a
theory
whole
show.
conspiracy theory.
It really is.
Because both of them have had lawsuits and bankruptcies and some money issues.
Money went that way.
I don't know. She might have had to do that insurance claim thing. Not mad at you.
So, yeah, that's our hot take is that Davies needs to just be pretty. Just be pretty.
No, just, honestly, my hot take is you could have kept that shit to yourself.
Just be pretty.
Because nobody asked you.
Pretty
it wasn't
quiet.
like somebody walked up to you and said, hey, Dave, how do you feel about Lil Nas X? Nobody asked you that. Nobody cared.
He made that
We
decision.
was jamming to Billy Ray Cyrus. And nobody really cared about what you thought about the song. I mean, unless in transparency, we all took to Old Town Road because Lil Nas X was being discriminated against
by Billboard.
So we all supported him in an effort to boost the numbers, so that he could get that number one and make the country people eat crow. That was the entire point.
They was definitely eating crow.
Nobody was like, Lil Nas X is the rapper of the year. Nobody said that.
I mean, he's not even trying to be a rapper. He wants to be a country.
And that's the thing is that, so I just don't understand where the hate came from. And everybody's like, it's not hate, it's his opinion. I said, but it's nobody asked for it.
He's highly bothered.
Yeah, because the thing is that, like, there's a lot of shit I don't like. I don't make videos and go on Instagram and post it up so people know I don't like the shit. I just don't like it. So Dave, again, you could have kept that shit to yourself.
Just sit there.
Sorry. I dig you and all, but that's just some bullshit. Like, whatever.
I could do without you. I'm good. I can't name one Davey song, so it don't really matter.
I think his daughter's cute. So, when they take pictures, we take pictures with this little girl, they're, it's a cute little thing. So,
yeah. So, another thing I was thinking about as I was reviewing some of the top news is Nicki Minaj and Chris Brown are going on tour together this summer.
Hold up.
I don't have anything to drink. If I did, I would be drinking it. Can I just tell y'all? And then y'all be like, "Oh, you just hating." I'm really not. I have no aspirations of seeing Nicki Minaj in concert. She couldn't get it right overseas at all. So her having a summer tour with Chris Brown,
it guarantees her an audience.
I was gonna say
it guarantees her an audience because
the audience will 99% probably be there for
Chris Brown's because and that's the thing is that I don't very much see an overlap of Chris Brown and Nicki Minaj fans.
They don't even have. I think they got one song together.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
two,
but it's like sometimes when some people go on tour, you'll get an overlap with people that like both people. But I don't see that in his fans and her fans.
Those are not the
They're
same
very
fans.
different groups of people.
Yes.
So
I wonder what that audience is gonna look like.
Trying to be a fly on the wall.
Oh, but I would never attend. Not never. But yeah. So my hot take on that is, don't.
No, think about it.
In my Bryson Tiller voice.
Breezy is performing this weekend.
Oh well, ask him what that's gonna look like. Yeah, ask him. Excuse me,
come here.
Can we talk about this Nicki Minaj tour?
Is it gonna be more of your people or more of Nicki people? What you think?
Inquiring minds want to know.
He'd probably be like, bitch, if you know.
Go sit down.
My bad.
Go sit down.
Look, my bad.
Go sit down. Coachella / Beychella was released last week, and people was beating me over the head. And for the sake of the podcast, Homecoming. I sat through the 2 hours and 17 minutes.
I hadn't finished
all the 2 hours and 17 minutes of all the Beyonce footage, all of the conversations she was having, all of the B-roll footage, all of the band conversation, everything that was in there. I sat through it for the sake of the podcast.
You are the one man because I saw it live last year at 2:00 in the morning.
You were the woman because I was not staying up for Beyonce.
And you know what? It happened on a whim because I didn't see the intro, like when she walked out with the crown and all that. Yes. I missed that part.
The regalness.
Because I have fallen asleep. And I was like, I am not getting up at no 2 in the goddamn morning to watch Beyonce. Mm-hmm. And I had to pee. And it just happened to be 5 minutes after she started.
Yeah.
So then I was like, well, Jesus, I guess you wanted me to see Beyonce.
Mesmerize you, go on and watch.
So I just turned on my YouTube, and there she was, performing her ass off. And I just kept saying, I kept tweeting, this is the blackest shit ever, and white people do not even understand what's really happening. And I just kept saying it over and over again. So like, Nisha didn't see it, and like some of my friends, of course, who are sleeping adults, were like, how was it? And I was like, amazeballs. So
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now, I don't want y'all to beat me up when I say I'm not a Beyonce fan. There are stands, there are fans, there's the Beehive, Bayhive, whatever y'all call yourselves. I appreciate the woman that she is. I like her music a lot, and I like her a lot. That is about all that you get from me. That's about it. I will say, watching that, I had such a greater appreciation for her and what she does and how she puts things together. Because anybody that is rehearsing for 8 months after having babies and then makes the decision not to have meat, fish, carbs are my friend.
Alcohol
is my second best friend.
Yeah.
And all that sugar.
Yeah.
And you know sugar and everything.
Yeah.
Sugar be in a Tic Tac.
She pretty much ate air for 8 months.
Apples and air.
Yeah.
And so anybody that can make that kind of commitment, discipline, like, yo, kudos to you. My hat is off to you. You are a better woman than I will ever be. And she made it look good.
There's a level of dedication that comes with her craft that a lot of people won't take the time for. And that's why some of your favorites will never last long in the industry. So,
and let me say, to my
that.
knowledge, I won't say to my knowledge, I'm going to say this is my hot take. There would never ever be another artist headlining Coachella and do what Beyonce did or better. No. Never.
No.
Never,
Not
never,
at all.
never, ever.
Not at all.
Ever. Because I heard about this year's Coachella. I was not impressed.
I didn't even try to watch it.
I was not.
I mean, the only time I watched it was because I wanted to see Calypso Rose.
Yes.
That was it. And then I saw it on Instagram.
There you go.
So I didn't even have to watch it to see her.
Yeah. So, regardless of what Ariana did or the Backstreet, whoever was there,
NSYNC girl.
Whatever. They all from my childhood and over there.
Yeah.
They all start to look like now to me. Because you know, when they get old, never mind. So yeah, that's my hot take. Is no one will ever outdo her, and that she is a phenomenal entertainer.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I never considered myself a member of the Beehive. I like Beyonce.
Mm-hmm.
I think that when I went to see her for On the Run, the first one with her and Jay, that because I had never seen her live, I was so fucking impressed with, and I tell people this, when I've been to a lot of concerts, and most of the concerts I go to, if it's a hip hop concert, you know, it's a bunch of niggas on stage and one got a mic. If you sometimes go to R&B concerts, you get the live band, you get the artist at the mic.
Yes.
They might do a two-step.
Yes.
That was what I have grown accustomed to.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, Beyonce had choreography, the fire shooting up in the air, shit with everything.
Can we talk about the fans? She got 7,000 fans.
Yes, and how she has a fan everywhere so that her hair is constantly on blow. Come on.
And when you sweating like that and dancing like that, you need a fan.
Yes. But I mean, it's just, I have never, so when I saw On the Run, the first On the Run, I was like when I left, everybody was like, what do you think? And I was like I was completely speechless. I was like, I've never seen anything like this.
So you know that's my other hot take, is that the next two documentaries she come out with is going to be the Formation Tour and On the Run 2.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
Because
she owes them 3.
Yeah.
She already done 1.
Because after I saw her On the Run, you know, then she did the thing at the Super Bowl, and then after the Super Bowl, like the commercial came on, tickets go on sale now, and then I broke my ass to buy tickets like on that Monday. So so then I went to see the Formation tour. Now the thing is that with her and Jay, it's very coordinated when they do the on the run shows. But when I tell you that when I saw Formation, I was done. At that point, I was part of the Beehive because I was like, this is, it's fucking amazing. Like, she's amazing. Like, and the thing is that you have to think, you're talking to somebody who saw the Jacksons perform. That was my very first concert. So it brought me to that, in that vein, because of the way that they put their shows on. And this was a million years ago. This was in the 80s.
Coordinated.
They were so coordinated. And everything falls into space.
Yeah.
In the place. So, I mean, literally since then, I have never seen anything like it. So, you know, once I saw Formation, it was a wrap. And then I saw her. I've seen Beyonce too many damn times for a show. Look, shows that cost over $100. I don't do that. I don't, you know, I'm $25 Sam up in the rafters.
I have paid $150 to see Sade and got my whole life and wanted to marry her. I still do. So I mean, understand it. When
some people,
when you know it's somebody,
like it's worth
to give you a good show,
right,
and it's worth it, then I'll
like,
pay that money.
You know, like you have to think. So when I saw her at Made in America, which is their thing, it was like $175, but it was for 2 whole days.
And it's a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of people, so it wasn't just her.
Yeah.
But like, you know, because my sister gets the Beehive emails, we get the early codes to get our tickets. So we don't never really pay a lot of money for our tickets. Y'all, you know, we get our tickets, you know, and title subscribers, we get our shit 2 days ahead of time.
That there was Beehive.
Yes, ma'am. You get Beehive codes.
I didn't know.
Girl, let me tell you something.
Early emails, but not Beehive emails.
Yes, Beehive emails with codes.
It said bees and the bee.
Either way.
Well, so the next hot take.
Yes, that's, you know, that's just my Beyonce journey. I'm rambling, but you know, Homecoming.
Look out for them 2 Netflix specials that I told you.
Yes, the other 2 coming. Yes.
The next one I have is Dear Rihanna.
Oh, Jesus.
Dear, sweet, beautiful, wonderful, sexy, I might go lesbian for you, Rihanna.
Give this girl some music, please.
It's April, and May is coming, and May is summertime, and then June is here, and my birthday is here, and that's summertime, and then July is hot as Hades.
But here's the thing though.
Where is my music?
But this is the thing, is that I feel like you Rihanna fans are going to be completely disappointed in her next project.
If it's dancehall and reggae, no.
I'm okay.
No.
I'm not saying you, but I'm saying
you Rihanna fans.
Rihanna fans, I feel like
Navy members,
are going to be a little disappointed in her direction.
Look, she could get on the album and be like A, B, C, D in her little reggae voice, because I can't do that because I don't have an accent like that. And I'll be like, that slaps. It slaps. Okay. Because it was the alphabet.
I just feel like the white gays are not going to like it.
But she has more than that.
I understand that, but I'm saying that the white gays make the most noise.
They can go back to Lady Gaga. I don't care. I'm about to offend people. Let me stay straight. So yes, Rihanna, whenever you're ready. In fact, who all owe us the album this year? Rihanna, Rick Ross.
That's coming because he did a video.
Who else is coming out?
With Busta Rhymes.
They're together?
In the video, yes.
Okay. Why is Busta Rhymes' neck so big?
Never mind. Full Jamaican. But go ahead.
Who else owes the album? I said Rihanna, Rick Ross. Do you think Beyonce's coming out with an album this year?
I don't know.
Solo?
As soon as
without her husband?
As soon as you said that, I heard brown skin, brown liquor. It just, I heard Solange. As soon as you said it, I was like, why am I singing? Why is that in my head?
That Florida water.
Yes.
So we already got our Solange album this year. Who else is coming out with an album this year?
Well, I have my thought process is Beyonce and Jay-Z, and it was a movie. It's a trilogy. You had Lemonade, 444, and then you got the Cars.
Right. So now Beyonce need to go back just herself.
Yes.
All by her lonesome.
The trilogy is complete. So
now come on back, do your thing, whatever you want to talk about, we here for it. It is somebody else whose album I am anticipating this year. We haven't had a Kendrick album in 2-3 years. 2016 was Damn.
He's raising the baby.
Hurry up. I know Chance said he's coming out with an album before the end of the year.
I'm trying to figure out who Chance is working with because he's been in Atlanta for an awfully long time. Because anytime it's an event in Atlanta, I look onto my Instagram and there is Chance and his baby mama dancing in the mirror before they go to the space.
Yes.
And I'd be like, where y'all at?
Firstly, it's cold in Chicago. Okay? So I don't blame them if after they got married, they say, you know what, we're going to go visit some warm places. And they got here to Atlanta, they liked the vibe. They was feeling the vibe, and they made the decision that she gonna be pregnant here for a little while. It's not a bad place to be pregnant. Ask Cardi. Cardi was pregnant here for a good little minute.
Yes.
There you go.
So I mean, I guess it's when I saw them going to the Millennium Tour and the Phillips, and I was like, what? Excuse me, State Farm. Let me say it right. State Farm Arena.
I've been here long enough to know it's not the State Farm.
Right.
I looked over like, what's that?
Phillips.
Oh, thank you. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let me see. What other hot takes do I have? What hot takes do you have? I don't want to monopolize the conversation.
My friend Tangela said, "Dear Kanye, the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit is free.
Yes.
Stop trying to sell it on them raggedy clothes."
Oh, did we see them raggedy clothes?
My sister said, Kanye got people out here dressed like the Tether.
If you saw us, you know what we're talking about.
Doing a coordinated dance. I don't know what was happening. And here's the thing is I feel I'm kind of conflicted about the whole Kanye West thing. And I'm only conflicted because he's giving work to musicians. And I want people to work. Yes. I just wish they were working with somebody else. Can I say that?
Yes, you can.
Okay. And you know, like when they like I saw a piece of it and I was like, I love Tiana Taylor. I wish she wasn't singing with Kanye's ass right now.
I wish she wasn't signing to good music.
Yeah, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like just because he's, it's like, you having church service, so you trying to win black people over. And some of y'all are falling for it, but I'm not going for it. I'm not doing it.
Not in the year of our Lord. Nope.
Not in the year of our Lord Beyonce. I am not finna do that with you, Kanye. Take that shit and go somewhere with that shit. I am not interested. Yeah. I'm not. No.
How much are the shirts again? The Holy Spirit shirt?
It was like $250 for a holy,
raggedy,
the tethered Holy Spirit sweatshirt. Yes.
And them socks was $50. $50 for some socks.
For a pair of
for some, basically some gym socks.
That somebody wrote in some chalk, Jesus. I could do that.
For $50.
Nigga, I do it for 2 for $10.
You too can have some socks. Yeah.
I can go to the flea market and buy a package and take a black Sharpie and write Jesus and sell you some socks if that's what you want.
For $50.
I'm not buying this whole church service thing, and then the fact that you keep tricking your child and thinking she can sing, and you turn the microphone off, and she hear other niggas and think it's her. Stop, don't do it.
But it was good to see DMX.
Yes, it was very good to see DMX.
Very good to see DMX.
They're gonna keep him on the straight and narrow if it's the last thing they do. I know he's working on new music because him and Swiss Beats have been doing things together. Yeah, so I want Tommy from Belly Back. Come on, DMX.
I do too.
No crack. No. Stop the crack. No more crack. No more crack.
Crack is whack.
Crack is whack. So that whole Kanye West thing is it bothers me. Like every Sunday I'm bothered when I see the Church of Calabasas. Every Sunday, and that shit bothers the fuck out of me. It's because it's like you not gonna, you know, your relationship with God is between you and Jesus. Your relationship with black people, my nigga. I said no. That's not. You're not finna do me like that.
All right, so we've killed Kanye.
Yeah, like I'm not down with that. Like I feel like it's manipulative. It's like a fucking trick, yo.
It's a ruse.
Yeah, and I'm just so bothered by it. And that's why I mention it every week when I'm like, we're not gonna talk about this church service shit because I'm just so bothered.
And
by
now we're talking about it.
Because it just
3 weeks in a row, she tried to bring it up.
It just irritates me because I feel like people use church to manipulate black people at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Politicians, people who have fucked some shit up, they always run to the black church and be like, please forgive me in the name of Jesus. And it's just a ploy. And
because they're gonna do the same stuff.
Yeah, they're gonna do it again.
Especially once you forgive them.
Because the thing is that, you know, after Kanye said what he said, the nigga doubled down on it. And y'all still out there clapping off him. Well, I'm glad he... No. I mean, and I
He's
really...
the same Kanye.
And he is the same Kanye.
Very much so.
And that's just like, you know, like this isn't a music hot take, but that was just like people was like they couldn't really cheer for Tiger Woods because he is friends with Trump. Man, get out of here. They try to take Tiger out. I'm still down with Tiger.
Okay, firstly, because he friends with Trump, but y'all still listen to the Steve Harvey Morning Show, and he went to go visit the dude. Y'all still was big up in Jim Brown. He went to visit the dude.
Right.
Like, there's a ton of people that was fooling with Trump, and y'all still support them.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like y'all can't pick and choose, my nigga. Stop doing that.
If you done, be done with everybody.
I say give Tiger all the prostitutes and hookers he need, and some whiskey and some blow. Win all the tournaments, my nigga. Win them all.
Don't be fooling with no more women that work at Perkins, because that was your downfall right there. When she was working at Perkins, it was just a downfall.
Yeah, just stop trying to Tiger. Stop trying to marry these hoes.
I agree. Yeah,
get you some strippers that you keep on the dial.
Yeah, monogamy ain't your thing.
Man, did you see them text messages he sent yesterday? Man alive.
We gotta go back to music.
I'm sorry, Tiger. He had me throwed yesterday. Oh. Well, okay. Well, Tiger. Right. But yeah, okay, back to music. Well, this is music related.
Okay.
And I'm trying to I listened to Lizzo's new record.
We not talking about that today?
I'm not going to talk about that.
Okay. I'm
just saying, but it's related to Lizzo.
Okay.
So that's what I said.
All right.
I listened to her new record. And she, you know, people said, how would she describe her record? And she described her record as if like Aretha Franklin made like a rap record or something like that. She said that was her take on her take on what she does. And then like it was like critics jumped all over her for making the comparison, and I was like, well, why can't she look up to Aretha Franklin? Like, we know she don't sound like Aretha Franklin. Lizzo knows she don't sound like Aretha Franklin.
Right.
But she was talking about the energy that Aretha Franklin embodies in her music.
That spirit.
That spirit of it.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why people couldn't understand that was what the comparison was about and not a literal comparison. Like...
Because people read what they want to read.
Yeah, and then I was just
like... however they want to.
And I was like, okay. Because then when she said that, then somebody wrote an article, it was like, the Meghan Trainor, but not Aretha Franklin. And I was like, you missed the whole point of her saying that. I was just like, okay. And then, but you know how I feel about, like today.
Meghan Trainor. Man.
Right, like I'm insulted that they called her Meghan Trainor. Man. I was fucking pissed when I saw that. I was like, wait the fuck. Hold the fuck up. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna let it go. But today, you know, they were talking, remember we had the conversation about Drake and whether he was a culture vulture or whether he was the culture. Or he was, and somebody said that today. Yeah. Drake is the culture. Who said that? Who said that? Because that's a goddamn lie. No. But, you know, for everybody
in Canada.
For everybody that was born after 1995, I will allow you to believe that.
Maybe in Canada. I don't know what they do in Canada. I'm here in America formerly Midwest, now South, and he is not the culture.
But you have to think that, like, by saying that maybe in Canada, that's completely, there were rappers before him from Canada.
I was just saying maybe.
No, I'm just saying it's like when people say something like, it's like you disregard everything and everything before you were born. Like this one guy said, he said something to me, and I said, "Excuse you," and he said, "Well, I mean, if it was before 1992, I don't know." I said, I said, "Oh, this was funny," and he was like, "What makes it funny?" I said, "The fact that you were born in 1992, but you made a statement about something as if it was the truth." And then came back and said, "Well, if it happened before 1992, you didn't know." Which nullifies your fucking statement.
Exactly.
That's why it was funny. But the fact that I had to break it down to you to explain to you, well, what you said was funny, means that we don't need to have this conversation continuously.
I do not argue on the internet.
I mean, it was just, I didn't even want to argue with him. He just was like, "Why is it funny?" Well, let me explain to you, young man.
You'll figure it out. Google
right.
Is your friend.
Youth culture. Let me explain to you why it is funny. Because you are a hypocrite in your words.
Because you're dumb.
I was just like, and that is kind of the thing about music critics now. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't remember anything past when y'all was in 8th grade. Like, shit happened before y'all was born. Like lots of shit happened. And
music has been going on for years and years and years and years and years and years.
And then the fact that the thing that pisses me off, and I know they don't do this with other genres of music, it's like in hip hop they don't never do no history work. Like it's like when somebody did it, they did it first. Like I remember somebody was saying that Kanye was the first one to pop his collar. The 80s. The 80s happened. Since you weren't around, you wouldn't know that. Yeah. But the 80s did happen.
But you know what I think? I won't say hip hop is the only genre that does that, music genre that does that, because blues turned into country turned into whatever else. Sometimes history will repeat itself and then it'll gentrify itself and turn into something else because people didn't do their history.
Right, but what I'm saying is that people that work in that industry, like if I write for a hip hop magazine, mm-hmm. I'm gonna know some history about hip hop before I write an article about a hip hop artist. You would think so. That's what I'm saying is that. But now they hire people who got a lot of followers on social media and let these niggas write, and they started listening to hip hop in 2010. Mm-hmm. So they don't do any research.
They know 9 years of knowledge.
Yeah. So then when they write things and then people come back and be like, "Oh, this is some bullshit." Perfect example. Charles Hamilton the other day said he was the first one to do a hip hop blog. And Jay Smooth came in and read him the motherfucking Riot Act about how they had been doing hip hop. They weren't called blogs, but had been doing them since 91. Charles, sit down. That's not your lane, my nigga. That you didn't invent that.
And before you say something, research it.
But that's what I'm saying. They just y'all niggas out here Columbus and everything.
See, bogus hot takes. That's what they giving out.
Yes.
Bogus hot takes.
You Columbus in the world.
Pretty much.
You did not invent that. That style existed before you, boo boo.
It may not have been called blogs, but it was something else.
Yes.
Pretty much.
I was like, oh my God, this nigga just say this? I was reading it like
full confidence.
Yes. And they was like, he right. What year were you born? 95? Okay, well let's talk about stuff that happened before you came out your mama's vagina. Let's talk about that stuff. Mm-hmm. It irritates me when dealing with younger people because I do on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. And it's like they say things with such confidence and be so loud and so wrong at all times, and then want to get mad when you correct them. What my ex used to always say when he talked to young people, "I've been your age, you ain't never been mine."
And that ends our hot take. Bam. That's it. You ain't never been mine.
Yeah.
Right.
Pray you get there.
Come on. Shoot, in this day and age, you need to pray you
right.
get there.
So that's why I just be, sometimes I be beside myself because I'm like, are y'all fucking kidding me? Sorry, y'all. This is what happens when you work with young people all day and don't nobody read anymore, don't nobody listen.
And believe social media is the truth.
Yes, and I got to tell you to repeat the same thing. I got to repeat the same thing to you 3 times. If I say it more than twice, if I say it twice, you already ain't listening. I'm not saying it the 3rd time.
Back to music.
Yes.
So, since we did all of our hot takes, and most of them are probably unpopular opinion, we're just gonna skip on through that.
Yes.
Yes, we are. Let me think. Do you stand for anybody this week?
I was going through some of my old stuff.
Okay.
And I was listening to some like older music,
Okay.
and I just was like, it's a lot of people that I could stand for that I feel like, what happened? Like it was here, but what happened?
Okay.
But wait, I have another hot take before we go.
Okay.
You're right. Drake should have never been on that Summer Walker song. He ruins the entire integrity of the tune. Because you know what he did?
Sorry.
He basically came onto a song and mansplained why girls need love. I don't need you. We didn't ask you, nigga. I didn't ask you.
And it didn't make the song popular.
No.
It didn't.
It made the song worse. Like I literally was listening to it yesterday and I was singing all hard because it was Summer's part.
Yes.
And then here he come with his dry ass voice. And then if you listen to what he's saying, nigga, what? You said you don't call me like you supposed to. You can rely on me. Nigga, that is the antithesis to the whole goddamn song.
That's all I got.
I had to say
Drake is overrated.
Jesus, it just took me.
That's my hot take. Drake is overrated.
Okay, so this week I said I'm looking at old people, older music.
Yes.
Because of the concert was this weekend after some drama in Trinidad. I'm gonna stand for Buju Banton because he's back.
Did you already say I'm gonna check the old
I didn't
episode?
stand for him. I just talked
episode.
about him, but I'm standing for Buju Banton.
Check these old
Like
episodes.
it makes you now that he performing again, it make you want to go listen to the old shit back from the '90s when you was in the club. Doing your thing. It, I had a flashback when I listened to Buju Banton, but
You're supposed to be explaining why you stand for him.
Well, because he, it's a trip down memory lane. He hasn't, he's been in prison for 10 years, so he hasn't made any new music. So all I have ever been able to get is the old shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but Buju Banton, if you really want to talk about a reggae dancehall artist, it really was coming up because his music was popular when I was in my teens. Mm-hmm. It was like watching somebody evolve. So it was fascinating to see him make the transition. And then when he got to the height of his popularity is when he got locked up. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of like he got cut off at the knees. But he back. He's still fine.
I would stand for somebody this week, but all my people will be old too. Like I was listening to Zhane. And was like, damn, what happened?
I hated that they broke up.
What happened? Like, I was listening. Like, my favorite. Me and my best friend have one song in common. That's Crush by Zhane. Favorite.
That's everybody's favorite song.
And Rendezvous for Love. Oh. Hey, Mr. DJ. I'm giving y'all the commercial hits. I was saying, like.
But have you ever heard Zhane and her brother? That they have a record together? Her and her brother. I think they call themselves the Taylor Group because that's their last name. Mm-hmm. They actually got nominated for a Grammy. They do like jazz. He plays an instrument and she's like a jazz vocalist, but they still make records. And then
I want Zhane together.
I know.
Just like I want Floetry together. I know that shit ain't gonna never happen again. But yeah, so I'm just standing for Zhane because I was listening to him like over the weekend and like, damn, I sure missed them. Yeah. Straight out of Tretch and them camp, Naughty by Nature's camp. That's who they were out from.
Yeah.
From
Why can I think of what it was called? Like I
see it.
It's like in my head. I see it, but I can't think of what it is.
Y'all can put it in the comments.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Because I forgot.
Yes. What was I gonna say? It's a vibe. Or do you have? Not today. Not today. All right.
There is no guest list tonight.
So it's a vibe. First scenario is it is Saturday morning and you are cleaning up the house.
Yes.
What song are you putting on to clean up the house?
Let's see. So much to choose from.
That one song that's gonna get you like, okay, let me get this dusting going, let me get this vacuuming going.
This is gonna sound funny. What is that song? Why can't I think of the name? I'm singing it in my head.
Sing it out loud. Let the listeners hear you sing.
Is that what's the name of the song? Beyonce from the Austin Powers thing?
Work It Out.
Yes.
I like that song.
Yeah, I have a playlist that has all my favorite like Beyonce songs on it, and that's one that's like an oddball, but I love that song. I absolutely love that.
Popping up every time I do that, it just pop back up. Okay. My song is going to be. Oh, let me think. Oh, that's easy. Womack and Womack. Magic. I believe. No, it's called Baby,
I'm scared of you.
It's just Baby, I'm scared
of you.
And I do believe in magic. Magic.
Everybody knows that
when
song.
I hear that song, I could be in the bed like, well, I don't really think I'm gonna do no cleaning today. Dun 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 dun. Huh? I'm up. All right. Okay. Second scenario is it is old school Sunday. It's your local brunch.
All right now.
What song is playing when you come in for your chicken and waffles and mimosas?
Chucky Booker playing games on me.
Why you wanna play games on me? Why you wanna play? Why do we know the same parts of the song?
When I tell you, Chucky, man, when I tell you that come on me and Nisha be like this, we get so hyped. Like we love Chucky Booker.
I think mine might be a little bit older than yours. Because initially, I'll tell you, I was gonna say, no, I'm not even gonna say it. Yeah.
What you gonna say?
You really want to know what I was gonna say?
No, just tell me what it is now. I'm afraid of what you was gonna say.
No, I'll tell you what I was gonna say. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't.
Martin Morrison, Return of the Mac. That is.
We love that song, damn it.
Yes, we do. I love that song. So no, if it's old school, then I think that when I come in for my chicken and waffles, let me think. I know the song, but I'm trying to remember who sings it.
Sing the hook.
Look at you tricking me into singing.
Sing the hook.
Late at night. I walk the shadows.
Oh my God! I know exactly what song you're talking about. Oh God, I don't know who sings it though.
This is why we had Google in the middle of the podcast.
Man, I know exactly what song you're talking about.
Children of the Night. N-I-G, the Stylistics.
Yes, that's all I'm listening. Man, listen.
That's what I'm eating my waffles and chicken too with my mimosa because I'm old school.
Me and Chucky Booker and throw two Kashif songs in there. We good.
I'm coming with my Return of the Mac. As soon as I walk in, there it is. Oh my gosh! All right.
I so loved when that song came out.
43 minutes in, and I do not want the podcast to break on us.
No.
So do you want to do?
Shit! It did break off. I forgot about that.
So you want to do? I mean, I have individual songs. You have an album.
Yes, you can do the individual songs, and I'll talk because you know.
It's sad. Welcome to new music. We're discussing new music today. The 3 songs I got, 4 songs I have. The first one is Rotimi, aka that nigga from Power that we do not like, but he is still alive.
We want him dead.
He has a song called Love Riddim Let me tell y'all, it sounds like every other generic. I'm sorry, it just sounds like every other generic reggae-like song out there.
Yeah.
It just was not memorable for me.
I wish he really would go the Afrobeat route.
Because he's
Nigerian.
Yes.
Because he's dibbled in it, and it sounds good. I really wish he would go that route. I really do.
Rotimi, sexy butterscotch Nigerian king. Next song.
Do the Afrobeat,
Please.
boy.
I brought this up before. There's a song called Wobble Up. It is with Chris Brown, Nicki Minaj, and G-Eazy.
I have been let loose, and Jesus has not allowed me to hear that because it sounds like it's trash.
The chorus is cool, but the rest of the song is trash. Even Chris Brown little part is that, and then when G-Eazy come, I was like, turn off the whole damn song. Turn it off. It was terrible. Nicki Minaj and Chris Brown don't need to have no songs together. And Beck has a song out called Saw Lightning. The fucking song is a bop. I fucking love that song. By Beck. Beck has had some bops back in the day. He has.
You
know what's so crazy about that song? When you hear it, you're like, the song sounds country. It sounds super country. And I was listening to it, and I didn't even realize it was Beck. I was like, who? And then I'm like, yeah.
Beck has some bops back in the day.
You hear that? Come on.
This is old Beck. If you go back a few hours, all his shit used to sound like that. It was the vibe. Yeah, that's good. That's old.
Okay.
Beck took it back. He took it back.
Beck is back.
Yeah, he took
Welcome
it back.
Beck. All right. Everybody and their mama's talking about Beyonce's Before I Let Go. That's technically new music for me.
Right.
And with the candy sample, come on now. All the open.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that song. Was that the last song? Because I have a comment.
No, I have one other song that you'd be surprised about.
Okay, go ahead.
There's a song out called Calma. It has Katy Perry in it. Daddy Yankee. And Snow. Informer.
I've heard that. Snow's the shit.
Yeah, but this song is not.
Yeah, Snow is the shit though.
I'm appreciative that Snow has come back, but no. Not with Katy Perry. Come back with just
Canadian rapper.
What? One before Drake. I'm done.
Look.
I'm done. That's all my new music. I'm gonna let Tam take over. You wanted to talk about Beyonce and the Before I Let Go and the candy sample.
Okay. So Beyonce has done this Before I Let Go, and it's one of those songs that you didn't know you really needed until you heard it. But Beyonce also issued a Before I Let Go challenge. She's gonna kill old people at the barbecues.
Not my mama.
Tell your mom and them don't try.
Don't
Just let them stay with the electric slide and let the youngsters do the new moves.
You know you can't even do that with a plate in your hand if you at the cookout.
Yes,
you cannot do it with a plate in your hand.
So let your little cousins and them do it.
The ones
don't
that
you
do the little juke challenge.
Yeah, don't you know when your friends come over, you be like, Lil Becky, or Lil
I don't have no little Becky's in my
Lil Juju, because I have a Juju in my family. Lil Juju, do the dance. That's who you let do the Beyonce. Don't y'all do it. Look, my ass is gonna learn it. I probably will be done after the first 5 steps because I'll be winded in a mug. But it's a cute dance. But it's not for everyone. I just wanted to issue a warning to the grannies and the aunties that think they still cool.
Even if you are a 40-year-old granny.
Yes.
That
you think it's cool to know the dances, you're going to have to get a defibrillator and the ambulance will be called. Please don't. So that's my warning with Beyonce. Sit and watch. Just sit and watch.
All right. You going to take us home now?
With Lizzo.
Come on.
Now, if you are a fan of Lizzo, already, you're gonna love everything on the record.
All right.
The songs on there that y'all heard, Juice, the tempo song that she's got with Missy Elliott. So all of the songs that y'all have heard are on that record. My favorite one is Lingerie. It's a song about putting on your lingerie, and she be really singing. Like, she be feeling it, talking about getting sexy in her lingerie. I mean, it was a most enjoyable 14-track ride. I mean, I didn't skip anything, but you have to think it's Lizzo's style. It's not for everybody.
Okay.
I will say that it's not for everybody, but it's, because I wouldn't even, and this is not me anything against Lizzo, I wouldn't even consider Lizzo like R&B. She's completely and totally like a pop artist. That is who she is, and her music is poppy. Mm-hmm. So if you don't like pop music, then that's not for you.
But even that tempo song that she did with Missy, that's not
it's more. It's very, very poppy.
Yeah.
So everything about her record is very poppy. But in terms of her audience, they all should be very, very pleased with the product that she has put out for them. Like it's a good record. It's one of those that if me and you was driving to Chicago, we could put it on for the first hour and be like,
okay,
and ride it out. Ooh. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
So it's just, but I know that there are going to be people who aren't going to like it, but you're not Lizzo's audience either. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like people who are like Lizzo will like the record. If you don't like Lizzo, then don't waste your time so that you can just talk bad about it, because that's what you would be doing. Mm-hmm. I mean, you don't see me out here listening to Whitesnake.
But they came out with no album.
Here we go, forget on my own.
Geico commercials. Yes. They get paid still.
They are.
Yes.
All right. That's all we have. Next week we're gonna be talking about something in the water, or she's gonna be talking about something in the water.
Something in the water.
I'm just gonna look and see what I can see over these social media networks.
What's in the water?
And then after that, I think it's the Mother's Day episode. Yes. I think.
Mama.
So we'll be doing mama songs.
Yes, we'll be doing mama
songs that remind us of our mama, songs about mamas. And I will not be talking about Tupac's Dear Mama. We'll not talk about that song.
I will talk about Bohemian. I will be talking about Bohemian Rhapsody.
Mama. Okay, I'll say that singing for the actual episode. That's all we got, because we ain't trying to get cut off and give y'all 2 episodes. Peace. Have a good weekend. Happy birthday, Mom. Yeah. Bye, Mom.